you guys are dating on distance. There is quite a distance between you two. And the story you met is quite unique as well. How did you meet?
Uh,
Um, that's your story, Rishi. And be honest.
well, okay, it is quite an interesting story to be honest. Actually, generally, if you are aware of the Indian culture, most of the people, the average Indian age to get married is between 25 to 28 for male. That's an ideal age. But I was already 38. Oh no, 37, I believe, and my parents have already lost hopes that okay, our son is going to get married. Or, okay, let's do whatever he wants. And one of my friends who is already married told me that okay, now it's time that you should start dating someone. And I said, well, okay. So he literally grabbed my phone, download Bumble Premium, and he paid for the Bumble fee by his own credit card. Can you believe it? And he did everything. He asked me, okay, I am going to put this photos on your profile. Okay, this, and I'm going to set the locations, which is Amsterdam. I said, but why Amsterdam? There are other million locations. Why Amsterdam? I said, and he was like, no, no, just Amsterdam. Start from A. I said, okay, let's do it. And after actually, I saw her profile, and I was like, ah, she is pretty and nice, and she has nice skills, so I should like her. And so actually, what happens if you like someone's profile and that person likes yours too, then it's a match. And so from the actually, but the conversation should be started from the female's end. And so I was waiting that I already extended the match, and actually it was like only 6 to 8 hours remaining, and then I got a message somewhere in the morning where I was about to leave to my gym. And so it all started with a lie. She asked me, where are you? I said, oh, I'm in Amsterdam. And that was my first reply. And she is a smart woman. She immediately caught my lie. And even I actually accepted, okay, I'm not in Amsterdam, I'm in Pune, but this is my agenda. I'm looking for this. And this is how it all started. It started with lie, to be honest.
But I mean, there has to be something, Marcella, back then where you were just like, okay, I will forgive him this little lie. So what made you staying in touch with him besides him lying right in the beginning?
Yeah. Well, at first I was like, okay, well, he's not here in the area in India. Okay, please, no, I don't have time for this. Let's not do this. Seriously, I was like, no, okay, he can be really good looking, but that's not all. Let's not do this. But I never blocked him or anything, so we just kept chatting. Not even that much in the beginning. It was like one message a day or something, maybe two or three long messages and serious questions. Totally different than the average guy on a dating app. So it was at some point it started to become more fun to talk to him, and he became sort of the like he was just always there. And at some point you start to talk more and more and more, and it sort of grows on you a bit. And I was like, okay, India, still not a good idea, really, to be honest. I still wasn't really convinced about it because I never saw myself immigrate to another country or something like that. So I was a bit hesitant in the beginning, but at some point I was like, okay, we are talking for over a month now. I believe it was somewhat like a month, maybe a little shorter, maybe a little longer. And I was like, okay, if we want to see if this is going to work, I really want to see you. I just want to see if the chemistry is there, if I'm going to see you, because yes, you can have very nice conversations online via chat, but it's so different than when you see someone in person. And if you're not careful, you tend to sort of start talking to yourself on a chat because you sort of, I don't know how to say that, but you interpret messages with your own mind instead of the person talking to you. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna book a ticket. I'm gonna book a flight to Mumbai. So I told him, "Are you okay with the fact that I want to come because it means something. I cannot come over for just one date. It's not one dinner or one walk or like we're really going to have to spend some time together. And what are we going to do if it doesn't work out? I mean, anything is possible. So, and I believe it was a Friday or a Saturday night. And I was with some friends, with also two of my best friends. And I was like, shall I do this? And they were like, yeah, girl, go for it. And I just did it. I booked the flight and told him I booked the flight. I'm coming then and then. So it was quite the experience. But it was mainly all because of him keeping up the conversation and, just being different than the other guys on the dating app. It's just, I don't know, he was able to keep my attention. So I'm happy he did that.
Now, I'm obviously curious how you received it, Rishi. Like, once she was like, hey, is it okay if I just book a flight, if I just visit you? Let's just have our first date. How was it for you? Did you first think it's crazy? How did you feel about it in general? And also, how did you feel about the conversations you guys had?
Uh, so yeah, to be honest, I actually kind of missed my heartbeat when she told me that I'm coming there. And I was running on a beach. I was on a bike fest in Goa, which is a very famous destination in India. So I was there, and in the morning, I was running on the beach, and I saw her message that, okay, Rishi, that's my flight ticket. But I was like, well, okay, she sent me the flight ticket. This could be the flight itinerary also. I mean, it's just a flight ticket. But later, couple of days, she sent me an Indian visa. Then I was like, wow, she is coming now. I mean, it's a it's a deal that she is coming, and now I cannot walk back because unless and until she didn't send me the picture of the Indian visa, I was kind of not very sure that she is coming. But the moment I saw picture of her visa, I was like, okay, now it's time to get mentally prepared. And yeah, to be honest, I was a little scared. Yeah, because I never had such experience before in my life, and so it was totally new to me. So yeah, to be honest, I was a little scared.
And the time between the first, like the Bumble match and you, Marcella, flying to India, what's the time frame? How many weeks were in between?
We matched on Bumble on the 28th of October, and I flew to India on the 9th of January.
2024. So last year,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
wow.
it's a little over 2 months. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering, because like just booking a flight ticket. First of all, I love, Marcella, that your friends were so supportive and that they were like, "Hey, girl, you don't have anything to lose. Just see if things will work out and where this is going to lead." Because also I've made a similar experience with that, and it's always great to have people surrounded that are very supportive, even though if you think you're super crazy, which it is kind of crazy, but it worked out. So and I'm just wondering, like sitting in that plane or traveling in general, like almost one day to another country, seeing a person you've never met in person yet. I mean, what were your thoughts while you were traveling to India, Marcella?
Of course, you're scared, and there are all kinds of insecurities and thoughts running through your head. But I'm also the type of person that's like, okay, I really want to try this. Let's go for it, and we'll see where it ends up. I have my credit card, I have my passport, I have my sanity. If it didn't work out, I could always book another flight to Delhi, for example, and explore another city. Or I was like, okay, I'm not stupid. I know how to handle myself and things around me. So let's try and let's see. And what's the worst thing that can happen is that I'm in India for 2 weeks by myself. Well, that should be fine too. I have my camera, I have my clothes, my money, it'll be fine. So in that sense, I sort of try to calm myself down. But indeed, the moment you are going through immigration and you're walking towards the exit of the airport and he's there, you're like, oh my God. Yes, of course, your heart starts to race and your mind is working overtime. Yes, of course. And the first days are also awkward because who has a first date after I don't know, 15 hours of traveling. So that was weird too. I mean, you share a hotel room. On your first date, you are 24/7 together the first 2 weeks. It's absolutely insane. So you only realize what happens when you're back home in the quiet times and you're looking back on it like, oh, what just happened? It's sort of yeah, it all passes so quickly. It's sort of a adrenaline rush too. It's all at the same time, everything at once. But I think that's also sort of the magic to this whole situation, because when do you experience something like that? You don't have that with the normal regular dating. So it was, yes, it's scary, but if you're not intimidated quickly and you sort of try to enjoy it, it's the most amazing thing, really. You feel like you're alive. So yeah.